Hello, hello everybody. We are here today again to continue from where we started, from where we stopped. Basically, um, what's my voice and like it? So yeah, today we are going to be doing deployment for our project. That's HTML CSS project we have done. We want to do the deployment of it now. So the technologies we are going to be using is basically Git, GitHub, and Vercel. So that's basically what we're going to be needing to like make our project go live. So people anywhere can see our project just by using a link. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. So initially, I was meant to like anchor to this program, but I already have GitHub and everything installed on my PC. So it's going to be very hard to uninstall everything, then teaching us again from the scratch. So we are going to be using Toby's PC today to like make sure everybody gets one or two information about how everything works. So we are just going to be reading the note together, then following the instructions that we need. So it's going to be easy for us to like follow and get what we want from this stream. So yeah, so we'll be following the notes one after the other. Basically, what Git does is this. Let me explain the the technology we are going to be having. First off, we have GitHub. GitHub is just like, let me just say Facebook, but for developers. Yeah. It's broader than that, sha, because you can communicate with other developers on GitHub. You can share work on GitHub. That means you want to work on a big project. A lot of you can come together and work on that project together through GitHub. Then you can also connect GitHub to that's your project or your code editor. So any updates that you make in the project can be easily pushed to GitHub. So that's most of the importance that GitHub comes with. It's a lot of it can also help you to save your code for later. So those are the importance of GitHub and the advantages that it brings to the tech community. So Vercel, on the other hand, serves as what actually deploys your project. So how GitHub and Vercel connects is that since GitHub is like a storage for your project or storage for the codes that you have, Vercel basically just takes the code and puts it out to the world. So that's basically what two of them does. So we'll be continuing there. So the first thing that we're going to do is basically installing Git on our PC. Then second thing will be creating a GitHub account and setting it up for ourselves. Then the third thing, we are going to be linking our Vercel account to the GitHub account so it easily connects to each other. So in a case where you have to deploy a project, you can push your project once, but you don't have to worry about having to like push it more than once again. So when you push it the first time, you can just update your project. That means update or write new HTML or new lines of code. You can write new lines of code. So it actually just basically updates for you. That's the Vercel. And so we'll be starting from there now. So yeah, I think I've given a nice introduction already. So let's just continue what we have today. So Toby, you can now scroll and start explaining. So we start like working together.
Okay.
So
Good morning,
scroll up.
everyone. As you said, we're going to be, doing some things, and because he already has it, so it's going to be hard to just uninstall and try and install so that I can start from scratch. But since
I think your
I
your
don't
voice
have
is
it,
not as audible. Yeah.
oh, but since can you hear me now very clearly?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. But since I don't have it, so we're basically starting from the same page, and we can actually start and you know work it out together. So we have to install it, git. So the first thing is git installed and configured. We'll do this together. So we have to install it.
So scroll down. You see, scroll down.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, so part one,
Installing it
installing
from
git for
previous.
complete beginners, for people like us. It said check if git is already installed. First, let's check
So,
if you already have git.
so to check that, you're going to be opening your command prompt. So command prompt is basically your CLI, command line interface. So in case you don't know that before, you can always learn new things today. So to get to your command line, actually your PC comes with multiple of them. So we have the command prompts, we have PowerShell, we have Git Bash. So Git Bash is going to come when you install Git. So just search in that search bar, just search for command prompts. In that Windows search, not the Chrome or the browser. Yeah, CLI or command prompt. Yeah, then press enter. To check if Git is already installed. So you now copy that command and paste it there or type the command. I don't think it pastes. Does it paste? You just type it.
Or more. I think it's already installed.
It's already installed. Okay. That's not it's
Yeah,
not something that we should panic for. So
I've been.
minimize that command prompt. Minimize your command prompt. Then show them how to like install it. So if it were not installed, you have to click on the link. There's a download link there, or just search git download. So if you are not clicking on it, just search git download. Open a new tab, then search git download.
Oh, this is it, right? So you just click here.
Yeah,
Well,
it
I
first
think
on
the
install
version
for
is showing.
Windows. When you click on it, the version is
See,
what?
the version. This version is
Windows. So you see one of
Windows.
those links.
So this. Then I just click it.
So you see git for Windows slash 64 setup.
So well, they'll click here,
So
right?
in
Where
case
I'm
you have not
going.
installed, you see that blue, that one, there's one blue stuff here. Git Windows 64 setup.
Oh, this.
64. Yeah. So that's the one that they click. Yeah. If they click on it, the APK, I mean the Windows installer file will start to download. So after they download that one, they basically just install it. So when they install it, they'll get to the point where you are. So in case you have not installed it before, click on it and install it. So, but that's not the end of actually installing your Git. So let's go back to the notes. So if you are done installing Git, next thing you need to do,
Hmm.
you have already run
Show
the
your
installer.
command prompt. Let me see. That terminal.
Can you see it?
Okay, yes.
Oh, okay. So after you have downloaded
So
it,
the
as you
next
said,
one,
no, continue, bro, continue.
continue now.
Oh, okay. So after you've downloaded it, the first method is to download it. Then after you've downloaded it, you have to, you know, run the installer. So how do you run the installer? Yeah,
You just basically click on what you downloaded. That's basically what you're downloading is the installer. So when you click on the thing, it basically just installs for you.
Oh, okay. Then click next through the set. I think it would have been better if I did it, but you guys should not be annoyed. So it's already installed on my PC. So click next through the setup wizard. Kindly expatiate on it.
So that's just part of the process of installing it. So when you run it, you just basically click next, then finish. Then it will install for you. That's just the normal trend when you're installing installers on your Microsoft or other PC that you have. So just install the installer that you have in case you have experience installing stuff before.
So
So
important
we
installation of
have somebody talking here. He said, "What have you designed?" Keep my close to voice to Suraj Dai. We have We have designed a lot of stuff. Um we are trying to deploy now. So Bolu, I mean Toby, you can increase your voice. Somebody said you cannot hear you very well.
Sorry for that. So important installation
So
options.
we'll show you later when we install the Git finish. When the Git is installed, we'll show what we have designed. So just follow us.
Okay. So default editor. Choose VS Code or your preferred editor. So is it advisable to choose VS Code or what?
Yeah, VS Code is the one we are using, so just choose VS Code.
Then path environment. Select Git from the command line and also from a third party software. Mm. Then line ending conversations. Choose checkout Windows style, commit Unix style. That's the default. Then the terminal emulator. Choose mini TTY as the default and everything else keep as default. Mm. So this fourth step is finish installation. Click install, then click finish. Then the fifth step is verify installation. Open the command prompt or PowerShell, search for it in the start menu. Oh, that's what I did, right? Then type in JIT version. Then you see the JIT version number, something like this. Then wow. So if should I also explain installing this Git? Should I go over the process of installing Git on this Mac
On
OS?
macOS, let me just give you a brief explanation. You can just scroll. So in your command prompt on macOS or any CLI you are using, you basically just the recommended one is using homebrew. Homebrew, yeah. So you just run this command. So it basically helps you to just download it, then you install Git, then you get your Git version. So that's just the main, like the easiest way to do it. Then we also have methods. You can go to the browser too, as we did on Chrome, then download the installer, open the DMG file that was downloaded for you, then install it, then you now get your Git version. Then execute command line too. So that's if you want to check the version of your installed installer, you can also do the same thing. So you can follow the same steps too for Linux. If you're using a Linux PC, you can use sudo apt update, sudo apt install git versions as well. So Fedora to the same thing. These are the commands. So Arch Linux. So depending on the PC you are using, you can always do all of that. So that's the first step of actually installing it. So when you are done installing it, you have to go to the next step. That's configuring the Git that has been installed for your PC. So we have to configure that part. So I don't know if your own PC is configured yet, Toby. So it might just be installed, but it should not be configured. So let's do this one too. So continue.
Okay. So configuring Git is important. Do this after installing. So after installing Git, you must configure your name and email. This information will be attached to your commits. So there is a code here. Set your name. Then
So basically, before we do that, let me give a small explanation. So what we are doing is basically opening our Gish bash. Now I told you about CLIs before. So CLI is what we call command line interface, right? So we already know that our command prompt is a CLI that comes with our PC, right? But Git bash, it comes when you install your Git successfully. So you can search your PC now for Git bash, then press enter. It should open for you, just like the same command prompt open. So search for it to me. So yeah, so you can write in the first one to set in your name. See that place that they put your name there, you actually need to put your name, not just your name. Do you understand?
Mm,
So you're going to type your name there, not your name. I don't know if
where?
you get the tautology that was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's git config global user dot name, then you put your name here.
So after that, after setting your name, you set your email. So the same method as writing your name, just git config, then global user, then you type in your email. Oh, then this just an example. I'm not providing my email right now. Then after that, you press enter. So then you verify your git config list. Oh, so as you can see here, it has my username and my user email, what I put there, and my email. So just like you know the the example we have here, you see, is similar. See, this is the
Wait, oh, you
same
made
thing.
a mistake there. Is that your email? I saw one
No,
thing,
no,
example dot email there. You have to
yeah,
put your
yeah.
real email.
Uh, uh, I'll edit it. I'll edit it. Don't worry.
Okay. You have to do it now. Do it now because you are going to need it.
You guys also don't know. So as you can see, this is the updated one now. It carries my name and my email, just like in the example given here. So then Git configuration, optional but recommended. Git Git configuration. Set default branch name to main. Okay. So go within that one. So it's in main now.
Can you hear me?
I hope you guys can hear me, sha. So as you can see, the the needs default branch is now main. I hope you guys can hear me. So compared to how it is in main now, but before it was what it was. The need default branch was master. Now it's main. See,
Guys,
right?
I cannot hear anybody.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Why can't you hear me? Can you hear me now? I don't think this guy can hear me. So then we have set the default branch name to main rather. Then we're going to enable colored output. So enable color output.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, we can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
We can
can.
hear
We
you.
can.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. We can, bro. We can. So we've done that. As you can see, this is it. The
No,
Git config,
can you hear
then
me?
global color.ui is auto. So it's exactly the same thing as we have in the code. Then the next is to set the default editor. So VS Code example, we have to set as you know, the last one they said we should choose VS Code, but you can use any editor you want. But since we're using VS Code, we have to use the default editor, which is VS Code. So now we've No,
I want to
done everything.
ask.
What?
I want to ask. Does this code weight signify the VS code they give as an example?
Ayo, what do you think? I want you to please answer our question. Ayo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Ah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? They're not responding now.
I think he can't.
Okay, well, probably you would ask the question when he can hear us because I don't know the answer. Okay, so we're moving on to the
Yes, can
second.
you hear me?
Oh, finally, yeah, we can hear you now. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's just continue. So we're moving on to the second part, which is the Git basics. But now we need Ayo to explain this to us because I'm just a beginner, so I don't know the problem I is having. Let's hope it is solved. Ayo, okay. I think we should let Bulu do it since Ayo is not cannot respond now. So Bulu, please take over.
So this is a part two Git basics. So what is Git? Git is a version control system that tracks changes in your code and enables collaboration. So the way to allow Git to track changes in your code is basically first of all initializing a Git repository. So in our project we have to initialize Git repository. We have to invite Git into it. So basically, that's what we do. So we have to invite Git into it, and the way to do that is by typing Git init into our project. So like Ayo told us that open your terminal. So now we're not going to be opening our CMD. We're going to be opening our VS Code terminal. So VS Code has own terminal. So basically, let's go to VS Code. So please, everybody should open their VS Code on their what will I call it? Their VS Code on their laptop. It's open. Sorry, the VS Code is taking time. So basically, this is Toby's project. Yeah. So to open your terminal, I want to teach us like a what will I call it? A shortcut to open our terminal. So we'll press Control tilde. Can you see that sign before the number one on our keyboard? Can everybody hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So the sign before the number one on our keyboard. So we press it. Control. Can you see the terminal is open now? So did everybody get that? So I don't want to leave anybody behind.
Yes.
I can hear you guys now.
Uh-huh. So to open your terminal, you press Control tilde, the sign before the number one, tilde or whatever you call it. Then you type in Git init. So can you see now that it says initialize empty Git repository. So we are inviting Git to track the changes in our project. That's basically what we are doing. So Git is responsible for tracking, the changes that we make to our code. So we're inviting Git by doing Git initialize. So we are initializing Git basically. That's what. So to check the status of our file, whether there's any commit or any stuff to do. So Git status. So can you see Git status is branch main, no commits, untracked files. So basically, it's telling us the status of our project. It's telling us the status of our project. If our project is LD, I'm just giving an example. If our project is LD or is sick, so it's saying untracked files. So the files that are untracked, since we have added Git to it now, so Git is not tracking them yet. So the third step to allow Git to track it, to track our files, is to add git add dot. So git add dot is to track all files. So basically, I can do git add then a particular file. I can do git add then a particular file style dot css, but I don't want it to. I don't want to repeat that for every of our files. So I'll just do git style dot, which means all the files in my project. So I want Git to track it. Normally, it's not supposed to take this amount of time, but yes. So is everybody following? So
Yeah,
let me open the foot this thing. Can you see how it looks like? Can you see that it looks green? Because we have initialized Git into it. So that's why it's looking green. So the green means it's not being tracked yet. It's not being tracked by Git. So that's why I'm running Git add. So once I write Git add, you'll see that the color will change from this green to normal color. Yeah, so
wait, wait. You know, I was not here before, but have we created a GitHub account and also created a repo?
we'll create the GitHub account. Don't worry. Because that's connecting to GitHub. So we'll create the GitHub account. So let's just do the local one first. I don't know. Okay, so can you see now that okay, it is ready now? So we are tracking all our files now. Use so you can see use git add to track. So we're using git add to track all our files. So can you see to track a specific file? So to track a specific file, if we want to do it for a specific file, oh, then you can do git add file name, or we want to do all the files at once. So to commit changes, so basically commit is just like a message. So like now the message is just how will I explain? So commit is just a message to track, okay, oh, this is what I did at this particular point. This is what I did at this particular point. So when we said GitHub is a version control system. So like now the version, okay, I was on version 1. I committed this particular stuff. Okay, oh, version 1. But well, maybe I will teach us how a commit should be written, sha, because you cannot just write anything in a commit. It should be like a command. So you cannot just say I was playing here. You have to write a specific command that fits your code. So that's it. So we'll be doing
It's
a
not.
commit.
It's not a command. It's not a command per se. It's more like a message that reminds you what you have done and what you are doing correctly. Do you understand? So if you are committing at this point, let's say you have to commit the project. Let's say you committed the first section of the project. Maybe you have started the project and you committed the hero section. And you say hero section complete. That's git commit and hero section complete and press enter. That means you already know that at that particular point you already committed your hero section. So your GitHub or your Git at that point in time to tell you that the only section that you have committed or the current version that you are on is the hero section completed version. I mean, commits that you already committed before. So as long as you keep updating or keep creating new commits, you can improve. I mean, edit the commit message, so you don't have to like
Yeah,
type just random things or just type anything like that. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Thank you for that. So git commit, then we'll say let's just say finished finished project. So that's our commit message. So it's committing everything. So it's, can you see it's committing everything? It's saving everything as per, okay, we have finished the, not as per, so we are giving it a text to remember that, okay, oh, this is the version I am currently on. So that's what we are doing here. So view commit history. So to view your commit history, you type git log. So we only have one commit this thing. So we only have one commit this thing. So like now, let me say I add something to a particular file. Let's say I add it's, can you see now? Can you see this green? Can you see this green this thing?
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah. We can see.
showing that, okay, oh, this file is being tracked. So it's showing that this file is being tracked. Yeah. So now let's say I add something like, okay, oh, I'm just giving an example. A, and I do zero operation. None. I'm just giving an example. So I've edited this file. I need Git to also track that I've edited this file. So I'll do git add dot. I'm doing all files. So I'm doing all files. I might have edited this style.css. I might have also edited a particular file. So I don't just do, okay, git add style.css. So now can you see that the green line is gone because it's tracking it now. I've staged it. I've staged it. So I want to commit it now. So git commit dash m. So I'll say modify modify style dot css. So git commit modify. Can you see now that it's only showing one file change? Can you see that it's showing one file change? So I'm on version of modified style
Yeah.
dot css. So if I type git log, can you see now that the present version I'm on is now modified style dot css? Can you see the former commit finished project? Now the present one, the head is currently on modified style dot css. So that's it. So we want to connect to GitHub. So basically, GitHub is like should I call it server online? So you want to put your project on the server. Then basically everybody, you can collaborate with many developers. They can work on your project seamlessly at different times on your project. So that's what GitHub is basically. So Git is locally, while GitHub is the one on the server. So you go to github.com. So you should not do this if you have not created a GitHub account, basically. So first of all, you need to create your GitHub account. So GitHub. So you have to do GitHub. So basically, we have to sign up for Git. So we can decide to continue with our Google account, so, or we can decide to input our email, our password, and our username. So I'm going with continue with our Google account. So you have to put your username. What should be your username? So I put Toby Dave there. Toby Dave is not available because there's Toby Dave, and this one thing I don't like. We're seeing people have taken that particular name and stuff. So there are many names like it. Toby, uh, Uga. Agbade. So
Don't be
you
doing himself like that.
Oh,
shut up. So I hope you are following. I hope you are following.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see this now? So can you see this? So basically, this our food project. So this is our local repository. So this is basically our local repository. Local repository is a folder that contains your project on your laptop, on your machine. While remote, so this repository I'm about to create is a remote repository. So it is the version of your folder that contains your project on GitHub. So this one is not locally, this one is on like a server on remote. So that's why we call it remote repository. So this one is not on your machine, this one is basically on GitHub. So that's why it's called remote repository. So we have to create our remote repository to link this local one to it online, so that people can make changes and people can collaborate with us, probably if they want to work on this project. Nobody, if imagine your teammate is in Kwara, will you go travel to Kwara to take your laptop? So basically, GitHub offers that flexibility. They can work from different locations on your project as far as you have linked this local repository or remote repo. So I hope we all understand. So click the plus icon to create a new repository. So I hope everybody has created their GitHub what is it called? Their GitHub account.
Okay.
Eh?
Yeah.
So create repository. So to what do you want to call it? Ah,
To be Mike's, I think it was Mike's use Mike's kitchen.
what do you say?
The project man named it Mike's kitchen or something.
Oh, Mike's Kitchen. Yeah.
so let's check.
Yes, it's Mike's Kitchen. Yeah, please.
So Mike's kitchen. So this repository name can only contain ASCIR. So it basically can't contain space. So and the apostrophe is not counted. So let's remove the Mike's kitchen. Let's remove the S part. Mike, let's just put it as my kitchen. Then what should we can give it a description, we can try not to give it a description. So food, modern food project, modern food website. So yeah, we can choose if we want people to see it or people not see it. So it's either we can make it private or public. You choose who can see and commit to this repository. But if you put it in public, anyone on the internet can see this repository. You choose who can commit. So you choose who can make changes to it. But this private, you choose. So for private, you tell, okay, it's only somebody, I want this particular person to see it. But if you put it as public, that means everybody can access it, everybody can see it. But you still have to choose who can commit to it. So we can decide to add a README file. That one is just like that one gives us what will I call it? Additional information. So README file is just additional information about it or project and stuff. Yeah, so I don't know if we should off it or on it, but let's just
Off it, off
create
it. Don't on it.
create
Off
repository.
it. Then press.
Yeah. So basically, we can see this this link. So this is the link for our online repository. So this is the link for the online repository. So let's continue following the guide. So choose the public or private. Don't initialize with README. If you have local code, click create repository. Link local repository to Git repository. So add remote. So add your remote repository. So this is basically to link your local repository to your what will I call it, to your remote repository. So basically, GitHub is even making it, like English. So Git remote add. So I want to add my remote this thing. I want to connect it to my I want to connect my local this thing, my local repository to my remote repository. Git remote add. I hope you can all see it. Then origin. Then the link. The link.
I'm going to see the link in that place. Yeah.
So the link. Basically, we put in the link. So can you see it? Git remote add origin. Then verify remote was added. So verify the remote was added. So git remote, is it capital letter V or small letter V? Dash V. Error or no switch.
They use capital letter B, it should be small letter.
Oh, it's small letter.
Yeah.
So can you see that it's created? It's showing us that it's created. Can you see? So can you see it's created? So it is created. So they are basically linked. So they are linked now. So to push our local, the code, this code, to push all these codes, basically to make it available online so that we can choose who can commit to it, who can make changes to it, to make other people to see it online. If we added public, you see, git push origin, git push dash u origin main. So basically, the origin refers to our remote repository. It refers to the remote repository. So it refers to the link of our remote repository. So we are pushing to the remote main, the remote main. Yeah. So this is the local main. We have the remote. So
Called the
we are pushing all this.
branch. That
Yeah,
main
yeah.
branch
Sorry.
is called the main branch.
The main is our branch name. Yeah, that's basically our branch name.
Don't cancel it, you have to sign in. As you press it, that thing came up for you to like link your browser to your local thing. So you now verify your account.
Ah, which one? Which? Come on.
Which app have you used before?
No, is the browser is what is it called? Chrome. This one does not have his email.
Okay.
So you can see it already has it to be available.
So I think that was a success. So you can now go back to the other side and check it.
Did this thing not link? It's still showing this thing.
Try and refresh the page. Maybe the thing has not done. Try and refresh the page.
It's not still working on.
If it does not work, add the files in. Write this dot, then commit, then push.
Oh, it's still loading. This part is still loading.
Okay, okay.
Can you see this part?
Yeah, I can see. I think it's probably network that's making it this slow. It's network that's making it that slow.
Well, at least you get the idea.
So it does not seem good.
This is
It's slow. Let me to try and do my own as well. I think I'm getting to the part that I should be able to continue now. So if you are you have already installed yours now, let's create a repo for yourself. As you're waiting for Zoom to has it done? Has it
I
done?
think that 55%.
Um,
No, it's not. Can you see it? It's not done yet.
I'm coming. I'm trying to log in my Zoom. can share your screen so we do it again. So in case anybody is trying to join, like from the part where we created the repo.
What did you say?
I say I'm going to unshare the screen now, so I'm going to redo it again. Like from the part that is what's it called now? We shared a repo. You guys are already disconnected. So what I was saying is that if you are just joining and you just want to follow along and create a repo with your GitHub, then link your projects locally to it, you can always check it, what I'm about to do now. Let me check it and try to do it. So basically, you have your GitHub repository like this. So you create a new repo here. And I think mine was about that time. Yeah, project. Let's say about landing page. So you can leave everything else as the same. So here we can add the visibility that they are public. So just create repo. So we have to find ourselves in a page like this. Find ourselves in a page like this. So as we were following the notes earlier, we took all of these steps, git init, git status, git app, and all of those things. But if you want to do it like a shortcut, when you create this particular repository, you can always scroll down, you see, or create a new repository command line straight up. So you don't need to like go over those steps all over again. So since you are going to do it's already here for you. So you just copy like this as it is here, then come inside your project. Come inside project like this. Then you open your terminal. Open your terminal and then git bash. Then when the git bash has loaded, you just basically paste it. Basically just paste it in like this. So everything just basically runs for you. So everything just basically runs for you. So we have added all our projects to the available everything. So what we need to do is basically just push. So say git add compress dot. So basically to add everything that's inside our folder and project. Then we'll commit them to git commit then dash m, then the name of the commit. So let's just say complete project. So let's just say first commit like this, then press enter. So basically just added everything that we have in the project in there. Then the next thing is to push it to the main branch. So git push root origin and press enter. So basically just push everything that has been committed to the main branch. So you have to give it a little bit of time. It is done. So it's done. So after it finishes like this, you can just basically come here. So yeah, then just refresh the page. So when the page refreshes, you see all your project that has been in your remote, your local branch, yeah, the first branch. So you can see let's commit. This is basically the name of the commit that we put there, commit message. This also. So I basically committed it. So it's basically how it's going to be like. I don't know why Bolo and Kobe disconnected. I think their network is kind of bad. So we just continue. So after that, the next thing we need to do is basically connect our Basel to our GitHub. So what to do is basically search for Basel. So Basel.com. So when you connected, say start deploying. So it should be like this at first. So that's not finished loading. Then you can basically just continue with GitHub straight. So you're basically connecting your GitHub account to your Basel account. So everything on your GitHub is basically going to be this, it's going to be showing here. So you can easily just deploy it, click on the button. So basically just say continue with GitHub like this. Then it authenticates you. Then follow the steps to get authenticated. Then you are here. So when you authenticate, I've been doing it for a while now. That's why I go through some steps. So it's going to bring some purpose for you. Just accept most of them, then it should be here as well. So you see the Git stuff here. Like the GitHub, the last repo we pushed was this sync earbot. That was my project. So you just basically import. So when you click import, it basically imports that project to this place. So you can see everything that we want to see. So we have this root directory. This root directory just basically tells Basel where your first page in your project is. So if I was to check my project now, you can see that my root directory, that's this index.html, is inside this HTML folder. So what I need to do is basically edit it to fit. So you can see we have this thing. So I'll click on HTML and I'll press continue. So like that, it knows where to go to look for my index.html file. Because index.html file is like the entry point to all HTML files. So this is just easier. Then you just click on deploy. So when we click on deploy, if the network is you take not as much. So we have this here. So continue your dashboard. I think there's an issue with our code though. The CSS is completely. It's not supposed to be like this. So let's check our code properly. So have the CSS in here. So we made a change here. So what we need to do to make that the change affect everything we have done is basically add, commit, and push again. So basically git add dot git commit edited style link then push. So git push new origin. So that just usually come to our GitHub, then you can refresh the page first. So when you refresh the page, this section also update. That's to know if your comment has already been committed actually. So refresh it. So you can see edited style link has been updated. Then we'll come and check for it's not here working as well. It's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be more of this. This is how it's supposed to be like how it is locally. This is how it is locally. There's no look like this in the project. So another thing we can do is basically maybe put the CSS inside this HTML. So let's see if it's going to work out. Put this one to then we'll add. Before we go, let's edit this one too.
So you go. And they don't know what's coming.
Just it works now because I sincerely don't know what to do. Then we check here, then we refresh this page. So if you refresh it, you should see edited links. Then let's check if it contains our index script transfer. So let's check our verses again. Okay, now it works. So it works now. So we have to check this to show how our project looks like normally. So why the image has not displayed yet is basically because it's probably loading. So yeah, most of the images are not showing because they are still loading. As soon as the network is very good, then we have all our images displaying as they should. So yeah, that's basically all that we talk about today. That's what we want to talk about today. So Toby and Bolu disconnected. I think they have like network issues. So we'll be meeting again on Friday by 11 o'clock in the morning to 12 p.m. around that time. So yeah. Chidima, do you want to say anything?
No, not really.
Okay. So yeah, we'll meet again soon. Watch out. Now we're dropping some videos to edit, to summarize what we have done today. So you can always watch it here. So meet again on Friday. Bye, everyone.